A very good morning. So this is your lecture on solid state drives, lecture 6 on 4 quadrant operation of DC chopper. Okay. So in your previous classes I have taught about the 4 quadrant operation of DC drives. Commonly I have taught you about the 4 quadrant operation of DC drive. Here today's class I will be telling you about how the chopper will operate in this 4 quadrant operation. So what is your first quadrant operation? It is a forward motoring. Your second quadrant operation is forward braking, and third one is reverse motoring, and fourth one is reverse braking. So for a recap, so what is it means first quadrant? Your speed, torque and power will be positive, and at this quadrant your device, your load will be in forward motoring. That is, your electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy at this quadrant. So when it is in second quadrant, your speed will be positive, but your torque and power will be negative, which indicates the braking motion. So it will act as a regenerative braking. Okay. So then that is it is like a generation. It is like a generator. It will act like a generator. So then in the case of third quadrant, it is a reverse motoring. So at this case your speed will be negative and your torque will be negative except the power. Okay. So just the direction of the motion of the motor is reversed. Okay, that is your reverse motoring. Okay, similar to forward motoring, except the direction of the motor is reversed. It will rotate in opposite direction. The motor will rotate in opposite direction. So next one is your fourth quadrant operation. At this quadrant operation, what will happen is that reverse braking, it is similar to regenerative braking except in the opposite direction. Okay, so you should what you should remember is that these positive and this has to be remembered. Okay, unless then you will not get clarification in DC chopper 4 quadrant operations. Okay, so these two are positive. Okay, so positive, 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 negative, negative. Okay, so on the quadrants, so in first quadrant it is motoring, in second quadrant is braking, forward braking, third is reverse motoring, and fourth is reverse braking. So you should remember this. Okay, so now we'll go into your chopper quadrant operation. This is your circuit diagram, okay, which shows your 4 quadrant operation of chopper. So I will explain you one by one the first quadrant, the second quadrant, the third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Okay, so but this is your basic quadrant operation. So if it is in first quadrant, it is called as class A chopper. Okay, if it is in second quadrant, it is called as class B chopper. If it is in third quadrant, it is class C, and if it is fourth quadrant, it is class D, and if it is all quadrant, if it can operate in all 4 quadrant, it is class E chopper. Okay, so what is it for the first case? Okay, for the first case, see, consider this circuit diagram. Here we have a voltage source, we have a switch 1 which is your chopper, switch 2 which is your another chopper, switch 3, switch 4 and diodes 1, 2, 3 and 4 freewheeling diodes. Okay, and a RLE load. Okay, Baba, what is it? RLE load. Remember that this is an resistive, inductive and a battery. That is a load. Okay, so direction of your current is from this direction. It is positive to negative. The current flow through the load is in this direction. Okay, so we have 4 this quadrant operation. We have the circuit diagram tells you in 4 quadrants, 4 choppers, so which will operate in different quadrants depending upon the on state and off state of your choppers. So let us consider the first case. When the switches CH1, switch CH1 and switch CH4 is on, your current flow will be in this direction. Okay, so from source to your switch 1, your now switch is closed, and through switch to your load, RLE load, and again through switch flow 4, that is your chopper 4, it is returned to your source. The direction of the current flow, the direction of the power, okay, so we know if the direction of the power is positive, it will be in your first quadrant operation. Okay, so now the output current, so your direction of your current and voltage is in this direction, which is from positive. So this indicates your output current is positive and your output voltage is also positive, and this is in first quadrant operation. Okay. Now for the case 2, when the switch CH2